Alright, so today we're going to take a look at Epic, which is an app for iPad, and you can find this app on the App Store, and it's free. So this app is basically an ebook app geared towards children, and it has over 10,000 kids books, and some of them are even audiobooks, so it's really neat, and let's check it out. Okay, so here brings us to the login page. And as you can see, select a classroom at the top. And so I have already created my own classroom page on here, which is my profile, or it allows you to add another educator or sign in with a different account. So we're going to check out mine for today. Okay, so here you can see it has my class name at the top. And then it gives me more options of who I want to sign in as. You can either sign in as myself or as a guest, which is also like a student profile. And so you can make as many student profiles as you have students in your class, which is really nice. And all these profiles have to have a unique password to log in, so the students can't just log into yours and take over. So that's nice. We'll go into the teacher administrator one. Alright, so here's your profile page. This one isn't very well developed, but as you can see, it has who you're signed in as up here, and then it has all your profiles down here. So to start off, we're going to look for some books, and we're going to go over here to the browse. Alright, as you can see, there's quite a few books already, just from what we see. And there's recommendations for you, recommended read to me. And so we're going to check out this preference page over here. And this really allows you to personalize the browse page for whatever needs you have. Alright, so as you can see, there's a lot of different categories you can personalize. There's age. You can change the age to the age of your students, what kind of format you want, such as fact books, picture books, chapter books. There's a lot of different options, and you can even browse by interest. And you can check more than one of these, and it'll give you a lot of different ideas. Going back to the browse page, we're going to check out the recommend tab, which will give you a more general view of all the different options you have. So here's what this pull down tab looks like. You have recommended, popular, read to me audio, and then down here there's a bunch of interest. So if you know specifically what you're looking for, you can kind of head in that direction. Alright, so then if you're back on this browse page and you want to click on My Books, this is going to show you what you personally have saved into your own little library. When we come to the My Books tab, this is basically your online library. And so up at the top you can see your recent reads, you can see your favorites, and you can see the books you've made available offline. And going into this available offline, this is a really neat option. It allows you to download the book, so even if you're not near an internet source, you can still read the book. And I always thought this would be a great to use if you're on the bus, if you're nowhere near internet and you need to read or keep your students busy. And then if we look at this blue bar underneath all these books, this tells you how far you are through the book. So, looks like we're almost finished through this one we've barely started, and this just kind of gives you an idea of where you're at, and it's automatically bookmarks the page, so that's not going to be a problem to remember. So let's take a look into one of the books they have to offer. This one's called Let Freedom Sing, so we'll check that one out. Alright, so this is the page you see once you click on a book you want to read. So there's a lot of different stuff going on. You can click down here to favorite it, and it'll store it in your own little library. You can click up here to make it be available offline. You can change the brightness. You have this little slider bar, which allows you to see what page you're on and move quickly through the book. And you can rate the book and see all the people who have also read this book. So if you click on these icons on the side, it pulls up people who have read this book or added it to their favorites, and it also gives you their recently read or their preferences, and you can kind of check out what other people are doing. Alright, so this is a really good option. You can zoom in just to the book, so you don't have all those distractors around you, and children won't be focused on them, they'll be focused on the book. Alright, so here I went back to the profile page, and I'm going to show you a little bit how you can use your administrative powers as a teacher. So as you can see, if you click on the profile of the student, you have a little box that pops up, and you can view their reading log, switch to their profile, edit the profile, or even delete their profile. And then if you look down here, you can kind of take a quick look to track student progress. If you just kind of want a general overall idea, that's a good way to just look quickly. Okay, and if you click on the student's log, it gives you a more detailed look at it, and you can choose how long you want the period to be that you're tracking their progress. You can even print it, which would be good for teachers and to show parents. You can see when they last logged in, how long they've spent reading, number of pages they've read, and so right here you can see achievements they've earned, and this is a really good motivator for kids because they feel like they're accomplishing something, and a lot of kids probably want to see how many they can earn and challenge each other. Alright, so that's about all I have for today. You can check Epic out on the App Store. Again, it's free, and it's a great resource to use in the classroom.